The CSGO weapon case 1 went up 30% this week. If you didn't know, streamer Trainwreck is opening a bunch of them in hopes of getting the highly sought after StatTrak Factory New 661 AK case hardened. He's opened hundreds if not thousands of them, and the price has spiked since. And everyone everywhere is asking the same question. Should you buy this case? Well, no. And I'll give you a few reasons why. And once you understand this concept, you'll never look at a price spike in the same way again. Did you know the odds of getting a case hardened StatTrak 661 Factory New is 1 in around 20 million? Calculated that on MikeWater9.com, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who bug tested the site and joined on last night. We hit, as of making the video, we have around 850 signups. I fixed like 12 infinite money glitches. There's still some, so that's great. I fixed most bugs. I'm still working on the currency and language changer, so that'll come soon. I added tier lists, so you can make tier lists and then post them to the forums, vote on each of them, upvote them or downvote them if you think they're good or not. I fixed the prediction markets. The case opening system should work. I got rid of the community marketplace for now, but things are looking good. I spent like 12 fucking hours fixing it last night. And thanks to you guys, I figured out a lot of the bugs quicker than I would have by myself. We are looking good heading into next week. But let's get back to the cases. Think about how art is valued at an auction, right? One Basquiat painting can sell for hundreds of millions of dollars at an auction. But does that mean every single Basquiat is worth hundreds of millions of dollars? No. There's often 2 to 3 bidders in the room at the time. There's too low a number of buyers, there's too low a number of sellers, too high of stakes to make any rational decisions when purchasing. The weapon case 1 right now has around 90 listings on Steam, I believe. 5 to 10 purchases can move that asking price pretty well. That's a very thin market. When you buy these cases off the Steam market or a third-party marketplace, you're not selling to Trainwreck, who's the only motherfucker opening these cases, right? Who in their right mind's opening a $150 case? He's buying them from a Saudi prince for $50 a piece, wholesale. So the price on Steam and the price on these third-party marketplaces, they're reactions to what's happening. They are not himself buying them. And that's where you get burned, because you're buying on the price spike. If you were holding one of these, you should sell. If you weren't holding one of these, you missed it. Don't buy in now. Now here's another concept that most portfolio managers often think about. Capital efficiency. The weapon case 1 costs like $200 now. Weapon case 2 costs around $15. Both of them, over the last 7 days, have increased 30%. So on the weapon case 1, so at around $120 per case, you went from $120 to around $155 right now. 35 bucks, give or take. If you spent that same amount of money on the weapon case 2, you'd have around 8 cases, but your $120 investment would also be $155 because they both went up the same percentage-wise. Same return, same profit, but your difference is divisibility. Because if you want to get rid of the weapon case 1, you have to sell the entire case. If you want to sell weapon case 2, you could sell one at a time. So you can lock in your profits and then you can have a couple cases riding on your house money. 10 weapon case 2s as opposed to 1 weapon case 1, you have more liquidity. You can move money around quicker. So now you're working with a position and you're not working with a bet. 30% on 150 looks great, but 30% on 10 doesn't look so great in comparison. But they're the same thing if you have $150 worth of $10 cases. Now as a result of the case opening spike, pretty much every case went up. Some matched weapon case 1's gains, like weapon case 2 and weapon case 3. Some didn't, like Spectrum, Gamma, but they still went up. So it seems like this streamer case opening hype kind of spikes cases as a class and not just one in particular. So consider buying those because you'll have more cases, meaning you can get rid of them incrementally and still benefit from the hype of a streamer opening a case like this. If you want direct exposure to the weapon case 1, because the supply is going down after all, not as much as you think, but it is going down, I like the purples and the AWP Lightning Strike from the case itself. Right, when it's all said and done, he opens all the cases that he has in his inventory. Well, he's probably going to do trade-ups from purples and blues to get to that AK case harden. So even though he's opening all of these cases, the blue and purple supply is probably going to stay around the same, but that rides on the fact that he does trade-ups to the AK case hardens, which I imagine he'll do. So these purples and these blues, they'll get absorbed right away. Their supply will stay the same. The case supply will go down. So it should be more valuable in theory. Sometimes it's better to just buy the fuel instead of buying the car, because then you could sell the fuel to the people who have the car. In the same way, the AWP Lightning Strike, because not a lot of people are going to do trade-ups from the Deagle or the AK to the AWP. It doesn't really make sense considering their price points right now. Again though, this is a large position. I do prefer the blues and purples. But if you like the skin and you want to play skin, I can't really see the trade-up route being viable, and no one's opening that fucking case in their right mind unless you're $1 million a year streamer. The other reason I like the actual skins above the cases. Cases are sort of in limbo right now, if you haven't noticed. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the cases. We have gotten something every 6 months in CS2, case-wise. We got the Kilowatt, then we got the Gallery in October, then we got Fever, and then we got the Terminal in September, which has left a lot of people wondering what the future is regarding cases. That should be answered in the next Armory refresh, which we basically have confirmation happening late March, early April. That uncertainty not only caps your upside, but it also caps the behavior of the people in the case market right now. That's priced in. If you're holding cases already, hold them. If you want to buy some of these skins, consider using UUSkins, today's sponsor. If you buy and sell skins, you know that Steam is probably your worst option most of the time. UUSkins has more listings, which creates for lower prices and better opportunities every time you check the site. Gain direct access to the Chinese marketplace without any need for a middleman or VPN, and a delivery and support system making sure you get your items as fast as possible. So what are you waiting for? Check out UUSkins or scroll down to the pinned comment in which you can click it from my link tree. You will not be disappointed. So if you were holding the weapon case 1, congratulations. You should sell right now in this time of big, large hype. However, I do feel like weapon case 1 is like Bitcoin in a way. So while you're not going to get that crazy 4x upside anymore, those days are long gone. It will pretty much stay steady. If it does dip, it'll always recover, and you may see 1.5 to 2x gains over the coming years. If you're looking to buy right now, you are a fucking idiot. You see line go up, you buy, that's why you're broke. If you want exposure, weapon case 2, weapon case 3, pretty much any rare case that's highly valued, highly sought after, because those are the ones that are going to decrease in supply the quickest. And instead of buying one $150 case, you could buy 15 $10 cases and be more liquid if there's other plays in the market that you want to make but don't have any money to spend on. If the case uncertainty does make you a little bit worried, then you could purchase skins directly from the case and see what they do trade up wise. And considering they're most likely going to do the trade ups with those purples and blues, the supply will disproportionately increase with the amount of cases open. If you hold the weapon case 1 already, you have the tailwind, see it out, wait for a little tiny pullback, sell right there. You'll be able to buy back at the prices it was 2 weeks ago. This market is not hard, but it will punish you if you're confusing the noise for the actual signals. Feel free to chat about the video on MikeWater9.com. Other than that, peace.